Morning, everyone.
Morning, Judge.
Amy, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, then. I will call two related Randall County cases, both here on initial permanency hearings. Ms. Wiggins is with us for the department. Ms. Garrett's with us for CASA. Mr. Ingram's with us representing the child. Ms. Naranjo's with us representing the mother. Ms. Pelt, who I don't show is with us. And Mr. Turman is with us representing the father, Mr. Stewart, who is with us.
Your Honor, if Brittany, I'm not Brittany, I'm sorry, Allison, Brad, I can't pronounce her last name. If she's in the waiting room, she's my CASA on this case.
Okay, she is. I'll get her in. All right, I'll call also CASA again, Ms. Wiggins for the department, Ms. Garrett for CASA, and the worker that I've just let in, Ms. Brayton's connected. Mr. Ingram's representing that child also, Ms. Naranjo representing the mother who's not with us, and Mr. Michelson represents the father, Mr. Knowles, who is with us. Ms. Naranjo, were you expecting your client?
Your Honor, I did inform her of the hearing today, but I am going to renew my request to withdraw again.
Okay, all right. If she's still not having any communication with her?
I've had communication with her, Your Honor, but it is not effective communication. I've tried to work with Ms. Pell numerous times, but we are not having effective community. Wants to insist at this point.
All right, I will go ahead. I'll have you stay here today. Brittany, let's go ahead and substitute a new lawyer for Ms. Naranjo after today's hearing.
Okay, I'll find one.
Okay, thank you. All right, I have in the waiting room Erica Cantrell and Mary Jo Stewart.
Erica Cantrell is the caseworker.
Okay. I had Stacy Grant in the waiting room, and she's not on any of our cases today. I was hoping she was there to tell us that the jury trial got settled.
I believe it did, Judge, but I'll let Miss Gutierrez and Mr. Ingram explain that after the hearing.
All right, we've got, as I stated last Friday, let's see, our last hearing is a bench trial that starts at 10 o'clock today, but I'm free anytime after that's over to hear that announcement if y'all want to do that. So, all right, I think we're ready to go on these two cases. Miss Wiggins, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. I'll call Erica Cantrell.
All right, Miss Wiggins.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Cantrell, can you please update the court just a little bit? I know you filed a court report and two amended court reports on September 23rd of 2024. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And has there been any, or are there any updates regarding Lily at this point?
Yes, we do have the ICPC home study back, and that has been approved. So we will be looking, getting therapist recommendation as far as when will be good time to move her. She does have an appointment with a neurologist on the 15th. So we want to see what treatment and such like that she needs so we can have a treatment plan before we do any big moves. But that's approved, and so hopefully we can get her with her grandmother soon.
Which child? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Lily.
Okay. And she'll be placed with maternal or paternal grandmother?
Paternal.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine, Judge. And just to clarify, she's in Oklahoma. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And that's where the father lives as well. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And so this would help. With visitation regarding the father and possible reunification, since they'll be in the same. Is it the same city or just same state?
City.
Same state. Okay, great. And how is the father doing on his services?
Seth is doing great. He, I think he should almost be done with the parenting class. So he has that. He's finishing up individual therapy with Dirk Millam and pending that psychosocial evaluation because he does it at the end. He's doing all requested drug screens. He's doing his services and such. I think the biggest thing is when it comes time, he'll have to have a bigger home. So Lily will have her own room. We have to discuss his work schedule because he works nights. So we're in a good direction. We're going in a positive direction for sure.
Right. And he's right now currently doing therapeutic visitation since he didn't really have a relationship with Lily prior to the removal. Is that correct? And
That is correct.
he'll obviously have support of his mother when Lily moves to Oklahoma.
Yes.
And then hopefully that transition will go smoothly.
Yes, ma'am. We just got to make sure, like I said, before that move, we have a therapist lined up, psychiatrist lined up for her medications, things like that. Just because of her mental health and stuff, we need to have that in place so we're not lapsing on any kind of medication or anything.
Great. And speaking of her medication, is that being monitored every 30 days?
Yes.
And has Lily spoken to you about how she feels about her medication and well on it?
Yes. Thing that does help her.
Okay. And based on her behaviors and placement, does it seem like her behaviors are going well?
We did have one psychiatric hospitalization, which I can see as well needed. She kind of got upset about a promise being made and it wasn't fulfilled, and so she was disappointed. And it just kind of it upset her.
And has she been able to talk with you through what happened?
Yes, Lily is very vocal. She is very good about expressing where she's at, what she wants. If she's angry, if she's mad, she's not afraid to verbalize what she's feeling.
And has she verbalized whether or not she'd like to go with maternal grandmother? I mean,
Yes.
paternal, I'm sorry.
Yes, she's been, that was one of the things in therapy we were working with, about her forming her own opinions. And so she has been able to learn about dad, and she's excited to go be with dad. She says he's a good guy. She didn't know that. So she's ready for some good change.
Okay, great. Now, in regards to Cora, Cora is placed in a foster home in Lubbock. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And how is she doing there?
Cora's doing very well. She's very loved. She's doing pre-K, kind of like pre-K classes. Or I'll say not pre-K, let's say Head Start. So she's doing that. She's visiting Brandon every week for 2 hours. She enjoys those visitations. But overall, I mean, she's doing really well.
Now, in regards, you did mention Mr. Knowles having visitation, and you said that's going well. Is that correct?
To change those visitations from supervised to unsupervised based upon his progress.
Okay, great. So it sounds like he's working in services and looking toward reunification as well. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in regards to the mother, per your court report, she is not working services. Is that still accurate?
That is still accurate. She completed a couple of sessions with Delois Hinder. I don't know exactly where she lives. So I know that CASA was able to meet with her, and they're going to provide me with that information. But I mean, she's not stable.
Okay. And visitation was suspended by the judge until she drug screened. Is that correct? And I'm given what your previous statement was, she has not screened since that order.
No, she has not.
And how are the girls doing without having visitation with Miss Pelt?
They're actually doing really well. Lily has stated that she's doing fine without it. She says that she does not want to go back and live with mom, that her mom needs a break from her. I mean, she's very verbal about what she wants and what she doesn't want with mom.
Okay. And did Cora have any adverse effects with the stopping of the visitation?
No, Cora never. She doesn't ask about mom or anything.
And do you believe it would be in the children's best interest to continue suspending that visitation?
I do.
Now, in regards to the progress of the fathers, it sounds like it's going really well. But would it be today contrary to the welfare of the child to be either child to return to the fathers today.
Yes, today. We just got to work through some more things and get some plans going. So as of today, yes, but we're headed in that direction though.
All right. I'll pass the witness, Judge.
All right. Ms. Cantrell, would it be unsafe to return the children to any of the parents as of today?
As of today, yes.
Okay, all right. But sounds like we're working very well towards placing eventually with the fathers, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right then. Mr. Onho, questions?
No questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Turman.
Sorry, I don't know how many years we are into the pandemic. You'd think I'd know. Operate the mute button. Ms. Cantrell, since you testified that we are working towards placement with fathers, do you believe it would be in the best interest of the child and Mr. Stewart at this point to maybe start looking at visitation that's beyond therapeutic visitation?
Yes, I had discussed that with my program director. We would like to make sure that therapist recommendation is toward, for that, as well as seeing if and the mother wanted to travel to Houston, do a weekend visit with her, see her for several hours on Saturday, return her to placement, see her on Sunday, and then return her to placement and just kind of see how that goes.
Okay. That's all I have.
All right, thank you, Mr. Michelson.
No questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Ingram.
No questions.
All right. All right, Ms. Wiggins, any other witnesses?
I'd just like to call the CASA, just since she's the only one who's had communication with Ms. Pelt.
Okay, Ms. Brayton, if you'd unmute.
Yes, let me
Thank
close
you,
the
ma'am.
door. Sorry, I'm at school, so give me just a second.
All right. Ms. Wiggins.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Brayton, is it Bratton or Brayton?
It's Broughton, yeah.
Bratton, okay.
Yeah.
Ms. Bratton. And you are the CASA on this case, is that correct?
Yes, me and my supervisor, Janelle Garrett, yes.
Okay. And have you had contact with Ms. Pelt, the mother of these two children?
Yes, I think we spent about 2 hours with her in person. I'm looking up the date right now. 9/29, so about 2 weeks ago.
Has she given you any indication on what she is doing and why she's not communicating with the caseworker?
Well, I think Erica and Mr. Anjo backed up what our experience has been. Basically speaking to her, she was full of reasons why things were not possible. She did let us know that she is living at a hotel. I'm looking at my notes right now. She went to eviction court because of the eviction, trying to get that overturned. So basically, she doesn't have an option to live anywhere other than the hotel right now. Her indication was that the eviction court, fighting her case in eviction court, wasn't successful. And so she can't get a permanent place to live because she can't be on the lease. And we did explain that that's going to be a requirement for permanency, or any kind of visitation would be that she has like a permanent residence for 6 months or longer with her name on the lease. And she understood that was the expectation, but she also indicated that for many reasons that wouldn't be possible. So, and she does have seasonal employment working for a landscaping company, but she also is aware that as winter comes on, that opportunity will probably decrease as well.
Okay, so she didn't seem highly motivated to really communicate with you, it sounds like, or make progress.
Well, she was very motivated to communicate her side of everything for sure. But then when we would dig in a little bit about what are you doing for services and what classes are you, there was not a lot of concrete evidence, and she wanted to provide that to us. It sounded like there was like motivation to show us she was going to parenting classes, and she wanted us to check in with the counselor and all that kind of stuff, which Erica backed up. Like, she met with the counselor a couple of times. She says she's going to parenting classes, and then like we didn't get an email. We don't have more information about that. So I think her perception is that she's doing things. I don't know that she understands that she's not doing enough.
I'll pass the witness, Judge.
All right, thank you. Mr. Onho, questions?
No questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Turman,
No questions, Judge.
Mr. Michelson,
No questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Ingram.
No questions.
All right, then, Ms. Wiggins, any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Onho, witnesses.
No, Your Honor, I'll rest.
Mr. Turman,
Rest, Judge.
Mr. Michelson.
My mute button stuck, sorry. No witnesses, we rest.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Ingram, recommendations?
Continue department as temporary managing conservator. Continue placements as is for right now until we get a therapist's recommendation on Lily moving to grandmother.
Okay. All right. And Ms. Broughton, CASA, have anything else to add that you haven't testified to?
It was all in our court report, Judge, and I think we're in agreement with recommendations.
Okay. All right, then. All right. Brittany, just so we can put it on the record, do you know who will be substituting in for Ms. Naranjo?
Yes, I'm gonna do Tracy Riley,
Okay.
and I have a phone number. Do you want that or no?
Yeah, go ahead. And Ms. Naranjo had asked that you notify her. We'll do the same, but I don't know if you may have better contact information than we do. But go ahead, Brittany, if you would give Kendra Tracy's number.
It is 806.
Okay. Yeah, Ms. Naranjo, if you would notify her how to contact her new attorney, and we'll send notice to Ms. Riley today that she's been substituted.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right. And then in both cases, I will continue the department as temporary managing conservator and continue the children's current placements, knowing that maybe Lily might be moving to her paternal grandmother's. Okay. In both cases, our next hearing will be a permanency hearing on February 3rd, 2025. It will be by Zoom like today's hearing, so parties and attorneys can go on the court's online docket a day or two before February 3rd to see exactly what time we'll have that hearing.
Judge, this is Terry. Is Stacy Grant still in the waiting room?
No, she fell off right before we started this hearing.
Okay. We had gotten just so you know, we had gotten a phone call from her this morning. She's still working on her client. I think she was, pardon me, she was going to ask for another setting because her client's saying, well, what happens if I don't sign? And she needs to be able to tell her client, well, we're going back to court on this date.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
You know how that worked last week.
Yeah.
We can set another date, but you know, it's like I told y'all on Friday. We'll try again with Nora and maybe this Houston court reporter, but I'm to a point where if I can't find one and none of the Randall County courts are willing to share their court reporter, I'm just going to have to refer it back to Judge Martindale, and I guess he'll have to fit it into his schedule somehow. So,
yeah, I think she understood that, but that she was thinking, well, if we could get a date, even if we know that's probably not going to work, it still allows her to tell her client, look, we're set on this date. So,
okay. So Brittany, let's go ahead and try to find a courtroom.
Okay.
And we can at least announce that we've got a courtroom for that week. And Brittany and I've talked about this. We're going to make a run at it early this week. And if we can't find anybody that'll commit, we only got basically 4 weeks until it's going to be dismissed.
Yeah, I like your idea to refer it back to Martindale.
Yeah, that's
Honestly.
that's all I can do if I cannot get a court reporter from all the different courts in Randall County.
Right.
Yeah, and I did hear back from Nori. She said she's booked all of November, so she's out
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah. That I'm trying to think who else we've used in the past. Gosh, I can't think of. That may have been Nori. We had one other one time.
And a lot of times Judge Terry and Judge Anderson's will agree to do it, and then I'll go work for Terry. But yeah, she's got to have a decent amount of notice.
Yeah, and she told me she was super overwhelmed with transcripts right now when I asked her about this.
Everybody is right now. Everybody is.
I mean, we try every Randall County court every time we need a Randall jury. I don't know. This case may end up being dismissed. I certainly hope not. So, okay. I'll be back here in just a few minutes and we'll go ahead. We'll send notice to everybody on the jury trial, what week we're going to reset it, whether or not it'll go or not. I guess that's between us. So, all right. See y'all back here in just a few minutes.
And just so you know, Andy actually talked to Stacy. I didn't talk to her. She told Andy she was going to send out an email to this effect, but we haven't gotten anything from her. So I don't know if something's changed or not. But
yeah, I didn't have any emails this morning, so I should have. I was just about to bring her in and see if that's why she was here, and then she fell off.
Your Honor, as well, hypothetically, we could call it on one day, and if we have to reconvene for another week, we could hypothetically do that. I don't want any of our cases dismissed, and I know you don't either. I'm just trying to think of something.
Who requested the jury trial?
We did, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, I don't know how you call a jury trial and that you can't tell the jurors to come back sometime in the next 90 days.
You can't.
I've never seen it done.
I haven't either.
So
Did it once in a criminal case, but
I don't know. That's something I'll leave up to the higher ups. I mean, we've let Judge Martindale and Judge Estevez know that we literally have run out of options. Now that was for today. Maybe we'll stumble on something different when we announce the next jury trial date. So I don't know. We'll see.
thank you.
Okay, I'll be back here in about 5 minutes.
We're here. Harry, do you want to go into a breakout room?
Yeah, after this next hearing, I'd like for you and Courtney and myself and Andy to go into a breakout room to discuss that other case.
Sounds good. Yeah, we've been teamsing, but yeah, we'll let you know what we've been thinking too.
Yeah, I've got an idea.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
All right, thanks.
Children, we're here on a compliance hearing following an order to participate. Ms. Gutierrez is with us for the department. Mr. Ingram is with us representing the child. Mr. Sain is with us here representing the father, Mr. Appling, who is with us. Ms. Jackson is with us. Ms. Jackson, I had a note from Mr. Barfield's office this morning that he's sick and wouldn't be present. Ms. Gutierrez, do you want to reschedule this, or we could go forward? I'd give Mr. Brooks a chance to, if he wants to file a motion to rehear it, I would grant it.
Your Honor, honestly, I would like to give Mr. Barfield the professional courtesy of rescheduling. I
Okay.
think this order was signed on 8/13, so we still have a little under a month for this to be heard if there's no objection from the other attorney.
No, that's fine. I don't have any problem at all. We don't have any other than the final deadline. I mean, a compliance hearing, we can schedule it whenever we need to. So, Ms. Jackson, I'm sure you'd rather wait till Mr. Barfield could join us. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So,
Can I get I'm sorry, Your Honor. Can I get my client brought in so they're aware of what's going on?
all I have is Cherie Hughes. Is that your client?
Yes, Your Honor. That's my caseworker.
Okay. Let me get her in. Let's pick another day to reset it for.
Yes, I'm looking, probably the 28th of October, if that wouldn't be too far away.
Does that, Ms. Gutierrez? Sorry?
Sorry, I figured you were going to say that. I will be out of the country and I don't know how great my internet access will be.
All right, Mr. Sain, I'm sure just for a compliance hearing, you could probably find someone that'll cover for you.
Yeah, if I can't, I should have internet access, and if not, I'll find somebody to see if I can find somebody to stand in. It's just a compliance hearing, so.
Right. Okay, I appreciate that. All right, what date does that keep us in the timeline?
It does, but as well, we would be fine with November 4th or November 11th as well. I don't know if y'all's docket's already full for those dates.
Brittany, you want to check to see what?
Yeah, I know the 4th, I remember seeing that a lot, so let me look at it before I say.
The 11th is a Randall County holiday.
Yeah, the 11th is Veterans Day.
Okay, so we can. I mean, if we're not just super crowded. I mean, the compliance hearing doesn't take that long. I don't mind fitting it in on whatever day you were talking about, the 4th.
Yeah, the 4th will be fine for this one if that's what's preferred.
Will you be, Mr. Saint, will you be back by then?
Yes, I can do the 4th, no problem. Just
All right, let's just do that then, keep everybody happy. All right, then I will continue this case due to Mr. Barfield's illness. It'll be rescheduled for November 4th, 2024. That will be by Zoom, just like today's hearing, so parties and attorneys can go on the court's online docket a day or so in advance of November 4th to find out exactly what time we'll have that hearing. So we're here on a compliance hearing following an order to participate. Ms. Gutierrez is with us for the department. Mr. Ingram's with us representing the children. Mr. Barfield is with us representing the mother, Ms. Jackson, who's with us. And Mr. Saint is with us representing the father, Mr. Appling, who's with us. I have Cherie Hughes in the waiting room.
That's my caseworker on this one, Your Honor.
Okay. Gutierrez.
Thank you, Your Honor. Cherie, who do you work for?
The Texas Department of Family and Protective Services.
And what do you do for them?
I am a family-based safety services worker.
And are you assigned to help Miss Jackson and Mr. Appling?
Yes, I am.
And are the children Sunny, Teal, and Raleigh?
And also Abigail.
And Abigail. Okay, great. How, if you could go ahead and start with an update on how Miss Jackson is doing.
Okay. She completed her counseling and her psychological. She is set to complete her rational behavior therapy this week on November the 7th, and her parenting also on November the 7th. As far as her services, I believe she's doing well. Being in the home has been good. It's always clean. There's always food in the home. The kids look good. There's appropriate beds for everyone. I don't have any concerns about her home or the kids at this time.
Okay, that's great. And is Miss Jackson also following up on any mental health recommendations?
Yes, the only recommendations that came on her psychological was counseling and parenting, and she's completed those as well.
That's good to know. And can you give me an update on how Garrett is doing on his services?
Yes. The last that I kind of spoke with him, he was set to start his counseling on October the 24th. So hopefully he started those. His rational behavior therapy should be completed this week as well for November the 7th. His parenting, he started on October the 10th. He had an intake with Padre, which is his drug education program. He had that intake, I believe, on the 17th. I'm not exactly sure his start date. We may have to ask him that. And then his random drug screen was not completed in September. He had a hard time with the fact that it was being observed, so that was not completed. So I do not have a drug screen except for the one from investigations, which was back in August. He did complete one for me on last week on the 31st. I just don't have that screen result yet.
Are we asking for any drug screens to be ordered today?
Yes, please.
Okay. And for Mr. Appling, what drug screens are we asking the court to consider ordering?
I believe it would be appropriate to go ahead and do just another UA. I don't think it's been quite 3 months to do a hair follicle, so we could wait on that one.
For Ms. Jackson, are we requesting any drug screens today?
No.
All right. How is Abigail doing?
She's doing good. She's very active. She recently had a birthday. She is in a private school. She reports that she enjoys it and that she's doing well in her classes.
Right. And how is it Riley or Riley?
I say Riley.
Right.
I may
Okay.
be
I'm
saying
saying
it
it wrong,
incorrect as
and I
well.
apologize.
I may be saying it incorrect as well. She's doing good. She's in the same school as Abigail. She looks to be doing well. She does not talk to me very much, but she looks good overall.
How is Sunny doing?
She looks good. She had a follow-up appointment for her eye last week. I have not heard from mom how that went. That was following up on a procedure that she had done. She looks good. She's very active. She appears to be she's on target for things. So I don't have any concerns about her.
Alrighty, and how is Teal doing?
He is good. He's very bashful when I'm there. So he is very bonded to his mom and his sisters, so he seems to be doing well.
Are there any recommended services for the children or the parents that we need to ask the court to order?
No, ma'am.
And are we asking the court to set another compliance hearing?
Yes, please.
All right, pass the witness.
All right, Mr. Barfield, questions?
I have no questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Saint.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Hughes, I'm sorry, what was the intake you said that he completed on October 17th?
I believe that was his Padre drug education. He may correct me on that date, but I believe that's when that was.
Okay, and you said he did complete a drug test on the 31st.
Yes. He noted that he was going, but I just don't have any results yet.
Okay. Have you confirmed that he did go?
I have not.
Okay. But you're asking that he go do another one today?
Yes, please.
Ask the witness.
All right, Mr. Ingram.
No questions.
All right. Ms. Hughes, what was his drug test on the 31st? Was it a UA or a hair transplant?
It was a UA, yes, sir.
Okay. We want another one 4 or 5 days later?
I'm not sure if he's completed it or not. He said he was going, but I'm not sure if I don't have any results yet.
Mr. Appling, did you go?
Yes, sir, I did. I got it completed. I actually had to work that day, and I got back into town about 3 o'clock, and I got it completed before 4 o'clock when she asked me to. I did. She said she would look for completion, so I didn't contact her when I was done. I just assumed it would be noted.
Okay, well, I'm going to take you at your word that you did it. I'm not going to have you go about 4 or 5 days after you did one. So,
yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Gutierrez, anything further from the department?
And nothing further, Your Honor. We rest.
How far out do you want your compliance hearing?
I think we have a dismissal date of early February, so I think any time in January would do well, Your Honor.
Okay. Yeah, I show February 9th. So I've got, you take your pick. I've got January 6th or I've got February 3rd.
Okay. Cherie, does it matter if it's in January or in February?
I think I would prefer maybe the February one just to make sure that Mr. Appling has the majority of this completed. And also Mrs. Jackson is expecting another baby in December. So maybe if we could give her a little more time.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Then Mr. Barfield, did you have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor, I do not.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Saint, any witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to call my client, Mr. Appling.
All right. Mr. Appling, if you raise your right hand, you swear the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Saint.
Hi, Garrett. First, I want to ask you, how far along are you in your parenting?
So I would be 4 weeks in, but we didn't have a class on Halloween due to Halloween. So, but I've had 3 classes. Technically, I'm 4 weeks in, but I'm scheduled to be done, I believe, the day after Christmas.
And have you done an intake with the Padre drug education?
Yes, sir. I've done all of my intakes are completed. My drug education, and then for my personal counseling.
And I believe the worker testified that your rational behavior therapy was going to be complete this week.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll have that completed. It's 8 to 4 this Thursday on the 7th.
Okay. And you were not able to complete one of your drug tests, is that correct?
Yes, sir. The first one, it was difficult for me to just because I was unfamiliar and I just uncomfortable with it being observed. This last Thursday, I went in a little more prepared, to say the least. I when I went in, I had to tell them, I had to say, hey, as soon as you're ready, I'm ready, because there's I made sure that there was going to be no issue the next time.
Okay, and it was because you were being observed, you just had trouble.
Yes, sir. And I had no problem. I had no problem with it being observed. That wasn't the issue. It was just the once we got in there and there was someone standing behind me, it was just pretty uncomfortable. And after about 4 or 5 minutes of being in the room, I wasn't sure what to do. And so,
okay. But you were able to on the 31st.
Sure.
Now, just to be clear, you didn't drink a whole bunch of stuff to make sure you could go, did you?
No, when I'm at work, I work for a furniture company, and we drove to Crest, which is about an hour away. So we were driving a lot that day, and I drink sodas throughout the day, pretty much all day long. I drink some water too, but I just had to go. You know what I mean?
Okay. Just for future reference, you understand that if you drink a whole bunch, that can dilute the specimen, and then it's not any good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was a genuine, I just really had to go.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'll pass the witness.
All right. Did anybody else have questions for Mr. Appling?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, then. I'm sorry, that's everybody. Mr. Ingram, recommendations?
Just continue with the order to participate. Kids are doing well with mom.
Okay. All right, then. I will just order that the parents continue working the services that were previously ordered. And I will set a compliance hearing for February 3rd, 2025. That will be by Zoom, like today's hearing. So parties and attorneys can go on the court's online docket a day or two in advance of February 3rd to see exactly what time we'll have that hearing. So, all right, we'll stand in recess on this case.
With Randall County cases.
For those of you involved,
all have a good
I
week.
will be back.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
11.
Judge,
Yeah.
this is Harry. Will you please put myself and Andy and Teresa and Courtney in a breakout room?
Yeah, let me see. There we go. All right. Courtney, you and Teresa, is that all?
And Andy.
And Andy, okay. Okay, when you're through, just drop off. I'll be calling another case here in 15 minutes. If y'all aren't through, you're welcome to stay in there as long as you need to.
Thank you.
Judge, may I be excused?
You may, Mr. Saint, yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Ingram, have we heard any more news about whether that jury trial settled?
No, sir. That's what I wanted to talk to the other attorneys about.
All right, I'll open that breakout room now.
Judge, I think that the lawyers are all waiting on me to come back in there and tell them after I talk to Corey and Marvell.
All right.
So if you want to put me back in room 1 with them.
Sure. I'm sorry, Todd, I was on the phone. What'd you say?
Judge, I believe we have an agreement that I'm ready to announce. If Susan Maltby is in your waiting room, I'd ask that you bring her in, please. She's placement, and she's going to be a part of this.
I don't have anybody in my waiting room.
She said she was working on downloading Zoom, but yeah, her name is Sherry Maltby, and she said she's hopping on.
Okay, we'll give her a minute.
Judge, for your information, because we have this agreement that I'm going to hopefully be able to get everybody to announce on, we're not going to make any orders concerning fathers. So the fact that Miss Lucero is not present, it should not be a hindrance today.
Okay. We tried to get a hold of her. No response. All right, Mr. Maltby's with us. So, Mr. Albee, you want to announce the agreement?
Thank you, Your Honor. The agreement
Hang on. We haven't called the case.
Oh, sorry. I've been dealing with breakout rooms so long I forgot to do my job. I'll call Sherman County case. Mr. Albee's with us for the department. Ms. Ledbetter's with us for CASA. Ms. Kincaid is with us representing the child. Mr. Michelson is with us representing an unknown father. Mr. Pirtle's with us representing the mother. Ms. Tucker, who is with us. Ms. Lucero represents an alleged father, Jason Childress. She is not with us, nor is Mr. Childress. Okay, now you want to announce your agreement.
Thank you, Your Honor. On behalf of the department, we've reached an agreement between Ms. Tucker and the department. That agreement will be that Ms. Tucker and Ms. Sherry Maltby, who is the current placement of this child, will be named as joint managing conservators of the child, with Ms. Maltby having the right to choose the primary residence of the child. We will not be seeking any child support orders at this time. We have informed Ms. Tucker that Ms. Maltby will have the opportunity to seek child support through the Oklahoma Attorney General's office or similar office if that becomes an issue. My understanding is that Ms. Tucker has been helping Ms. Maltby with expenses at this point in time.
Okay.
As far as any alleged fathers or unknown fathers, because we have not been contacted, because we're making a custodian order, we're not asking that the court make any rulings concerning any fathers at this time. And again, that would allow Ms. Tucker or Ms. Maltby, if at some point in time at a later date they want to seek child support from a person, they can do that through their Attorney General's office or comparable office.
All right, we're just going to leave them out. It's up to either the alleged
Correct.
father or the unknown father or the joint managing to go back and deal with that.
Correct. As far as visitation is concerned, Your Honor, Ms. Maltby and Ms. Tucker have an agreement reached so that Ms. Maltby and they would allow visitation as they can agree, and if not, then it would be up to Ms. Maltby to seek possible a drug screen before any unsupervised visitation. And we have previously circulated a visitation order, and we'll leave that in place, Your Honor.
All right. All right, then. Mr. Pearl, you've heard the announcement made by Mr. Albee. Is this your client's agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, that's my client's agreement.
All right. Mr. Moccasin, you don't really have a dog in the hunt, so nor does Ms. Lucero. Ms. Kincaid, is this your client's? Are you in agreement with this for the child?
I am, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. CASA, Ms. Ledbetter, CASA in agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, we're in agreement with that.
Okay. All right, then I will approve the agreement. I will name Susan Tucker and Sherry Maltby as joint managing conservators, with Sherry Maltby having the exclusive right to establish the child's residence. I won't order any child support or medical support at this time. I'll order that visitation will be as agreed to between Ms. Tucker and Ms. Maltby, and failing any agreement, then the current visitation schedule will continue until further court order. Okay, since we have a final resolution, there'll be no other hearings set. I appreciate y'all working that out. And this,
Your Honor, if you please, court, just for the record, can we get Ms. Maltby to announce that she's agreed to that also?
All right. Ms. Maltby, if you'd unmute. If you're on a cell phone, hit *6.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, Ms. Maltby's in agreement also. All right, that was our last hearing with you, Mr. Albee. So we'll stand in recess. Appreciate y'all working that out.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Y'all
so
have a good
much.
week.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge.